Welcome to the Justin and Joe Debate Show, featuring your hosts, Justin Hooper and Joe Dayton. Gentlemen, today's topic, the release of Batman vs. Superman. And go.
Man. I mean, Superman was just kept Batman's I mean,
that doesn't matter. I mean, it's not going to be a good film.
How does it not matter, Justin?
Because I don't really care for Superman. He has no limits, apparently, according to the comics. He gets stopped by a rock.
How does he get stopped by a rock?
A green freaking rock can stop him.
You mean
apparently,
kryptonite?
yes, green rock. That's kind of a thing to have. Oh, here I'm.
Well, let's say if Batman was here and he had kryptonite, and
he could stop Superman. That's easy.
Not if Superman blew the kryptonite out of his hand, Justin.
But if Batman had it coated all over his hands and punched Superman, he could make him bleed.
He's not gonna have it coated all over his hands.
How do you know? It's Batman. He's smart.
Not smart enough to be Superman, Justin.
It doesn't matter. Batman is pretty smart.
It's like a mere mortal fighting a god.
But look at what Batman has done. He's built all his equipment.
He's never beat Superman.
Yes, he has in Dark Knight Returns. In the comic book, yes, he beat Superman. How do you?
The comic book.
That doesn't matter. He still beat Superman.
Superman is just that much better.
Batman is so much better.
Superman.
He relies on his actual intelligence. Superman just picks up a train and say, "There, I'm done."
He can pick up a train.
So if Batman wanted to, he could use his car to pick up a train. Still the same thing.
No, he could not.
How do you know? He has his car built for every...
does not pick up trains.
The Batmobile is built for every kind of scenario he needs to have it built for.
Not picking up trains. That's not in the scenario.
Doesn't matter. He can still pull the train with the Batmobile.
And I'll bet Superman has banged a million more chicks.
Why is that? Actually, Bruce Wayne is a billionaire, so he's probably been with more women. Clark Kent is a
Clark Kent, but Superman
doesn't matter who you do realize if they tried to sleep with Superman, he'd probably bang him to death.
He probably has a super Justin.
Yeah, he'd probably put a hole right through him.
They probably like that.
Yeah. Oh, them dying?
They'd like the super in their vagina, Justin.
They'd like the super in their vagina.
Yeah, they would.
Well, even though there's a capability of them actually dying.
But they would love that, It's like a kamikaze sex death,
It's a kamikaze sex death. Oh, yeah, here, I'm going to sleep with Superman. He's obviously going to kill me.
They probably really like that. They'd be like,
but Bruce Wayne can get any woman he wants. He can get Wonder Woman.
Bruce Wayne's a
No, he is not.
He couldn't beat Superman. He's a
Yes, he did beat Superman. Dark Knight Returns, he beat Superman.
What, a comic? One comic?
Doesn't matter. I'm sure but they have no reason to fight all the time. Most of the time, they're fighting against somebody else.
Superman, he could lift the whole planet and just throw it on.
How can he lift the whole planet?
Because he's Superman.
He can lift he can maybe push a meteor really fast, but he can't lift the whole planet.
Push the meteor on Batman.
How is he going to lift the whole planet? If he tried to go through the Earth, he'd probably end up going through the Earth.
And then it would blow up.
How do you know it blow up?
Because the core is gone, Justin.
Doesn't mean it'll blow up. He could just seal it right back up.
And then Batman would be gone because the Earth.
But I'm telling you, Batman could so kick Superman.
No, he couldn't.
How do you know?
Because Superman is just a superhuman. He's from a.
That doesn't matter.
He's from a superior
race
fine.
Of beings. Who could beat Superman?
Nobody.
How do you know? Flash could beat him.
No.
How do you know? He could have beaten him, or he probably beaten him in a race. He is the fastest man alive.
But Superman is just Superman.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, and that makes him so much of a character. He has no limits.
If he has no limits, he's faster than the Flash.
That doesn't matter. Even if he has no limits, that means everybody else is better than him.
Let me explain this to you.
Oh, God.
If I have no limits, that means nothing is impossible for me. That means I could create a planet out of thin air.
But see, Superman can't do that.
That means I could, blow something up just by looking at it. Now, you just said Superman has no limits.
Yes,
if he has no limits.
That makes him a superhero. He's got to have limits.
Well, you just said he doesn't.
But he should have limits.
But he doesn't.
But he should. Most superheroes have their limits.
If he does not have any limits, then he's just better than everything else.
Doesn't make him better. A good superhero has limits and know their limits. Batman has limits and he knows them.
No, he can't be Superman because he has.
He doesn't want to be Superman. He's better than Superman. He says, "F you, Superman. I'm better than you."
How is he better than him if he has?
Because at least he uses this. He doesn't have to rely on his strength.
But he has limits, Justin.
But Superman relies on his strength all the time. He never relies on anything else.
He has no limits, right? Superman has no.
But I'm just saying that doesn't make him a good character.
Say this for me. Superman has no limits.
Superman has no limits.
Batman has.
But that makes him a better hero.
Batman has limits.
Yeah, that makes him a better character.
Then let me.
Can you relate to Superman?
Let me illustrate this.
Can you relate to Superman? Answer me that.
No.
Okay then. Can you relate to Batman?
Let me illustrate this.
That's ought to be good.
This is Superman. He has no limits. This is Batman. He has limits. This is greater than. This is less than. He has no limits.
But Batman can still
destroys the that has limits.
But Batman can still kick Superman's.
No.
You don't know this for sure.
Gentlemen. Segueing from Batman vs. Superman to Suicide Squad. Opinions, and go!
I'd rather see Suicide Squad.
What the is Suicide Squad?
The Suicide Squad is a group of villains that have been they were employed by the government to go out and do stuff that normal government officials couldn't do.
Is that a comic or is that an actual thing?
That's an actual comic. The Suicide Squad is a group of... Yeah, they're all villains.
Never heard of it, so I don't give
Well, either way, you got Deadshot, you got Harley Quinn, you got Killer Croc. You have,
sounds all very
Captain
gay,
Cold and... Why? What's wrong with them? They're code names for them.
Does Crocodile Rock likes to take...
No, Killer Croc.
Killer Croc likes taking up the...
You know.
Because he's a gay crocodile.
So you'd rather watch two gay guys fight it out and the whole...
I'd rather watch something else, Justin.
Well, then that's your opinion. But personally, if I had to pick a...
So you'd like to watch a
No, I want to watch Suicide
Crocodile take it up the...
He's not going to take it up the ass in the movie.
But he's gay.
How do you know he's gay? Have you actually talked to him?
You just said he was.
I never said he was gay. I said Killer Croc. How did I say he was
Croc
gay?
Was gay?
No, I did not.
Yeah, you did.
No, I did.
You're a liar.
He is not gay.
Yeah.
Killer Croc is not gay. I never said that.
Because he takes something.
How? What does that have to do with just because he's called Killer Croc? He used to be called that as a wrestler.
Well, then that makes wrestlers touch each other. That means they're gay.
That makes him... So if you were a wrestler and you touched another guy, you'd be gay.
I've never wrestled, really.
Anyway, what would you rather see? Batman vs. Superman or Suicide Squad?
They're both pretty gay, Justin. Oh. But I think Superman would win.
I think Suicide Squad's a little better.
Seriously.
Because it's about the villains, and hardly do you have a film...
I've never heard
hardly,
of Suicide Squad.
but it doesn't matter. Hardly do you have a film that focuses on the villains.
Well, it's the Suicide Squad, so they lose automatically.
How do you know they're going to lose?
It's called
Technically, they're called... The name of the comic book is called Suicide Squad, but they're referred to as...
that means they're going to kill themselves.
They're referred to as Task Force X.
If you commit suicide, you lose.
But they don't commit suicide willingly.
Well, then why are they called the Suicide Squad?
Because basically they're sent into a mission that could technically end in their death.
Well, then they lose.
But they're not given a choice. They get time off their sentence if they do that.
They lose even more, Justin, because they weren't given a choice. So they're committing suicide, so they lose. If you commit suicide...
But I'd rather watch that than two, in your case, you'd say you don't like two men touching each other.
No,
Batman and Superman are going to touch each other in the movie. They're going to grope each other.
Superman wouldn't have to touch Batman.
How do you know? Maybe he'd go like, oh, Superman, come here.
No, he just... And Batman goes across the earth 5 million times.
I highly doubt that.
He has no
Doesn't matter. They're technically going to be physically touching each other.
Okay, gentlemen. Thank you very much. That concludes the topics for this evening. Good night.
Yorkies!